Welcome to our live stream of high school sports. Please note that this broadcast is produced by an independent team of sports enthusiasts, and the views, opinions, and commentary expressed are solely those of the commentators and not representative of the schools, teams, or athletes featured. While we strive for accuracy, occasional errors or misstatements may occur. This stream is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the show.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Hey, you ain't never seen nothing like this. Ain't no telling how it might get. It's the hypest right here. High school sports at its finest. So many highlights, you have to rewind it. Hey, Stream City, let me just remind ya. The heart of a lion, a team full of fighters. So many stars on the field, it'll blind ya. They're giving everything they got till the time's up. Yeah, legends in the making. History is made. We just getting started. You ain't seen a thing. YSN, gotta know the name. They gon' bring the flames. They gon' do their thing. Take it to another level. Don't hold back. High school, got a passion and we show that. Got the drive and you know they got the heart. Number one spot for your high school sports. Let's go for the win. Hey.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Wednesday. Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Right here on YSN Live, DJ Yoakley alongside the 8-time best-selling author, also the world traveler, and, of course, the Emmy Award winner. Not really on any of those accounts, except for the world traveler. You like to travel a little bit from
I've been
station
around.
to station. You've been around. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. His name's Anthony Ronald Hartwig. What's up, pal?
How we doing today? I'm doing.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's Wednesday, and you can feel it. You can feel it. The stressors of getting to Friday and just like crawling through the mud. Literally mud now, thanks to the rain. And our friends at Storm Tracker 21 for dropping a little bit of that beautiful condensation down on Mother Earth.
Yes.
But boy, does it feel like we're crawling toward Friday this week or what?
It does. It feels like, and then once you hit Wednesday, it's a little bit more downhill. But it's a weird week because usually I'm not off on Monday nights. So that kind of threw me off that I didn't have a game on Monday night. And every day just feels like the day later in the week. It feels like yesterday felt like a Wednesday. Today feels like a Thursday to me. It's just one of those weeks where it doesn't feel like it's the day that it is.
And then with the Sundays off now, it's more interesting because like that's an official weekend. That's the
right
cutoff. And then Mondays are usually my Sundays now. And boy, it was not a Sunday this week. It has been full go since 12 o'clock midnight on Monday morning. So we'll try to crank it up. I know I'm a little bit behind with the Big Dogs of the Valley. I'm working on that. We will have that out tonight. I can promise you that. Still a lot of time. I mean, we might extend it to Sunday because I'm a day behind. I think that's only fair, right? Or should I keep it Saturday?
I mean, like that's the only way we're getting
else in.
That's the only way we're getting we're getting website hits on a Sunday if we keep the Big Dogs up because we ain't getting them anywhere else.
All right, that seals it. We're in on Sundays. So
let's go.
It makes sense. I mean, it started out as Tuesdays and then
Saturday.
Yeah, so we'll go Wednesday to Sunday this week, see how it goes. That might help me in a lot of ways, to be honest. A lot of ways. We have a great interview with DJ Erickson from Canfield coming up in just a few minutes. This one's pretty special. I know we like to hype up some of the interviews we do, and they're all great. But this one's special in a lot of ways. I don't want to say a pleasant surprise because I knew it was going to be good, but there were a lot of nuggets of information, and he was a great conversationalist, like back and forth. So excited to kind of debut that to the world here on YSN. We will follow up with the stories as we will have a ton of player profiles coming out this week. A ton. Yes. Literal ton. Like 2,000 pounds plus of player profiles coming out on your sports network.
You got a couple last night, and then Chris Colucci, I saw his go up, and I know Springfield's aren't up yet on YouTube, but they will be, and I know Noah Doty got a couple of more seniors from that football team, so those will all be up. I think we have some catch up to do from last week as well,
and like week before that, and the week before that, and the week before that, and the week before that.
They're coming, we promise.
They are, buddy. They are just like they're like zombies. They're just multiplying, and you're looking out, and you're like, oh, they're gonna kill us. They're gonna kill us. They're zombies. That's what we're gonna start calling them, the zombies. It's tough. The one day I did 16 player profiles, and the next day I did 15. So that set me back a little bit. That set me back. That was a tough start to the season.
Oh yeah, that was the big Boardman Day, right?
Boardman Day, followed by South Range Media Day, and boy, oh boy, could not work fast enough. So we're going to be playing a little catch up game, and we got great guys to help us do that.
That's what Fridays are for.
Oh, is that what they are?
They're catch up days.
Yeah, that's DJ takes Z to school and goes and finds a empty parking lot to sleep in. Tries to catch up.
I mean, this Friday, I think I sent you a text. Me and you together put up like I think 35 pieces of content within the span of, early in the morning to 3 or 4 o'clock and Friday. So Fridays we get after it. We get after it when it comes to putting content up.
We cook. I like making jokes and cracking funnies about how much work they are, because they are a lot of work, these profiles. I wish we could just throw them up on YouTube and that would be it. But yeah, they deserve more. The kids deserve more than that. And obviously with what we do and we are helped in a lot of ways. But it's still time consuming.
Still a process. Yeah, it's still a process. I think there's a misconception out there that the help that we use makes it like a snap of the finger and they're up on the website. And that's just not the case still. They still take their time, and we got to make sure that the help that we're getting does that player justice as well. So yeah, we'll get there. We're cooking. We're fine.
Anthony, do you want to tend to this one? This question from Miss Culver.
How can I get guys to check out my amazing? Hey, guess what? If your son or anybody wants to be interviewed or featured on a player profile, they can reach out multiple ways. We have all of our social media accounts that you can reach out with, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Probably don't message us on Twitch, but I guess you could.
That one might go like the Superman 2, where they just float off into space. That might be what that message does.
That would be right to the Phantom Zone. When we go into, you can also email us at YSN Live, YSN at info, YSN Live at info.
Nope. Try again.
Wait a minute. YSN at
info.
Rewind. Info at ysnlive.com. I don't know why that was so hard to get. All of our socials are a good bet. Info at ysnlive.com, and we'll get you scheduled. Any way you reach out to us, we'll definitely take care of you, because we don't say no to player profiles. If you're in the YSN family, you're a varsity member of a school sanctioned team. Those are our parameters. So as long as you fit those very, very loose parameters right there, we'll get you interviewed.
Jefferson at Edgewood tonight.
Yes, that's going to be a real fun one. I'm going to be at the second meeting when they come to Jefferson. In a little bit later in October. But this is round one between those two. And they both have superstars. Cheyenne McGurr, who we've interviewed on one side, and then Faith Venzel, who I think is the best player in Ashtabula County on the other, maybe one of the best players in the whole region. So it's going to be a fun one tonight. I can't wait for round two to be a part of that when they come to Jefferson.
We're going to go a couple minutes early, if you don't mind. I got a call coming in that I should probably take.
You go.
DJ Erickson of the Canfield Cardinals, a great interview, and we'll see you here in a couple minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Cardinal time once again. We're off to a just absolute dynamic start. 5-0 on the season are the Canfield Cardinals, and at this time, it is player profile time. We are joined by an absolute legend, a guy that's been playing football for as long as pretty much he's been able to, all the way back into kindergarten with the Little Cards. Ladies and gentlemen, bring in another guy with a sweet ass name, DJ Erickson. What's up, dude? How are you?
So I'm doing great, man. How about yourself?
Great to be here. Great to have you here with us. And DJ, talk to me. I mean, we talked about earlier. You played since you were just a little boy, learning the game. Now you're a senior here. What has it meant to you to play the game of football? What does that game of football mean to you?
It means a great thing. I was born in Indiana, raised there for 7 years, and came to Ohio. And just Ohio football is different, man. I had no friends. Nobody really knew me then. My mom was just like, hey, try out football. And then I went on that field, made a couple good hits, and they put me on that line. And ever since then, I love the sport. I loved hitting. It's a sport you get to hit somebody in and not get in trouble. And it's just one of those things that's so great. And I've grown so much from it. My coaches, I've gotten so many friendships. It's just a great thing. Football is pretty much my life at this point. Maybe college route, I'm still thinking about that stuff. But ever since I've played football, just so many great things have come out of it all the way through middle school, now in high school. And it's just it's crazy how fast it's gone by, too. And I'm just loving it still to this day.
We're obviously huge fans of your story, huge fans of you and what you've been able to do on the gridiron. But DJ, tell us a little bit about that transition. You said you moved from Indiana to Ohio, didn't have any friends. Was football kind of your way of finding friends and teammates and kind of building those relationships from the ground up?
Yeah, for sure. I still have buddies that in little cards, like they're grades under me. I'm like they're my best friends still to this day. I've played with kids that are older than me, and they're graduated now, and I'm still have those connections. And just football is a great way to make true friends because they're always with you, win or loss. They're going to be behind you. They have your back, and it's just a great way to connect with your friends and make friends.
Obviously, you're right guard, defensive end. When you think about where games are won and lost, buddy, you're right in the thick of things.
Yep, in the trenches.
What does it feel like? I mean, you guys have gone through kind of all the ups and downs, the roller coaster ride from your freshman year on now to your senior year. Not great sometimes, unbelievable, top of the mountain other times. What has it been like for you, and where have you found yourself, and how do you continue to compete no matter where you are on that mountain?
It really started sophomore year. I really did not like playing offensive line. You can even ask my coach. Some days I just would not show up on offensive days. And it was mostly because, I mean, it's in the trenches. Things get dirty. You jam a couple fingers, your ankles get beat up, your knees. And I just did not feel like showing up. And then I just remember we were a pretty good team, but that Poland team, man, they beat us my sophomore year, and just seeing my seniors down crying that they lost to that team really hurt me. And I said, I really want to get back at them. I want to fight for that team. And next year, junior year, we beat them. It was a great game. And then my senior year coming back, beating Poland again was a great thing. And just, the way I've grown, my coaches, I've seen it, they told me, just in the trenches, that's where I think that's where the connections are their strongest, because you're with your buddies, you're fighting hit after hit, play after play, and it's just a fight all the time. And it grows such a great connection with everyone, your coaches and your buddies to your left and right.
What I appreciate the most about linemen, either offense or defense, is the fact that there's a brotherhood on that line that very rarely is broken. And you're talking about lifetime brotherhoods and relationships that you'll have. For you, who are some of the guys that taught you the way on the O-line, D-line? Who are some of the guys that you are teaching the way to right now, as you in a few months here will have to pass the baton on to a new kind of flock of Cardinals?
Yeah, my sophomore year, Vince Luce, he was a big guy. I mean, he was just all around strong in the weight room, on the field. I remember him. He would kick my butt every single day. I still have scars of turf burn on my knees from him pancaking me. And I just took that and I learned from him. I watched his footwork. I watched the way he played through the echo of the whistle, just bullying people every single play. And he was a right guard as well. So, I mean, he was my position. I had to watch him. And then there was Santino Coca, our center. He was also just a dog, man. Every play, getting after it. Our coach loved him. He was such a fundamental football player. And I watched him too, until he graduated. I just so amazed on the way he played. And I don't think I could ever match those two guys, because they were just dogs on the field, off and on, in the weight room, always congratulating people on whatever it was. They were always to the first people to the end zone after a touchdown or anything. But Today, I think I'm doing a good job at leading my offensive lineman. I think I passed my baton on to Rocco Coca, Santino's brother. He's a great athlete. He just as a sophomore, he's putting people in the dirt as of right now. But he's dealing with an injury right now. I hope he gets better. But yeah, that's who I'm passing my baton to, and hopefully other people are watching me too, the younger cats, and watching me get better.
I love it, man. That's a nice little hand of the baton to another Coca who have been so instrumental in this Cardinal program. Obviously, for you, we think about those celebrations in the end zone, those exciting moments that you guys are able to break through on offense. What about those moments that are tough? I mean, nobody wants to talk about the moments that you let somebody by you and they get a sack, or a turnover, or whatever it may be that just isn't necessarily good. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but for you, do you use that as motivation? How do you kind of recalibrate yourself when something goes wrong, not just on the football field, but in your life?
I would like to say, like, anytime I've gotten it handed to me a couple of times, and my coach, I mean, he knows how to get under your skin. And the way I deal with it, I just say, act like it's your last play. Every play you have to act like it's your last play and go all out and do everything you can to do your best. But sometimes things don't go your way, and you use it as fuel for the next play, and you just let it all out. You get that anger out. It means football. You got to have some mean to you, and that's what I use as fuel.
All right, when you think about the future, obviously you're going to be getting a little letter that says that you accomplished everything that Canfield High School had for you in a few months. Talk to me about your future, what you want to do. Sounds like you want to play some ball still, and what are you looking to do from an education standpoint?
As a kid, I've always been interested in science. Since freshman year, I loved science class, and then as high school went through, I kind of learned that my father went to the military. My brother just came home. He had a 6-figure job lined up for him as an engineer, and he just came home. Hey, Mom, I joined the Marines, and that inspired me so much that he had so much on the line. He was just willing to just go fight for our country. And my father did it, and he did it. And I have great grandparents that have done it. That fought in World War II, and I look after them, and I'm like, those were the dudes. Those were the men in the family. They led our family, and I just think of that, and I look at the Army, and I look at their jobs and everything, and I like aviation. I like working on helicopters. I like to look at that, and I'm kind of looking that route. And then there's football. I've done it all my life, ever since kindergarten, and I just look that way. And I've been talked to by some colleges to go watch their games and stuff. Some have been interested in me, and it's still 50-50 at this point. But I am looking at the military or the college football route right now.
So naturally, you're either serving on a football team for a university or serving our country, which admirable. One's a little bit more than the other, I would imagine, especially for those of us who we believe in this country, no matter what, right here. Thank you for your service, your family's service. Obviously, it's huge. Not only huge, it's every day. People don't realize some of the freedoms and rights that we have. And it's all because of families like yours. So thank you very, very much. We appreciate that. Because when someone serves in a family, the whole family serves. That's what people don't realize necessarily all the time. Obviously, other than family, there's a lot of sacrifice that goes into the next steps on either direction, either path that you take. For you, DJ, what do you think is pushing you in the direction of the military? How do you feel that you're going to be build that sense of accomplishment for yourself and for your country as you move that direction? Or if you go in the direction of education, how is that going to serve you as well?
I would first of all start with the military, that it grows such a manly men to you that you go through pretty much hell going through there, and it brings out the mental side. And I think you grow so much as a human being. I've seen my brother, he was he went to college not really wanting to go to college, and he was making friends, and he just wasn't really liking it there. He didn't like the whole school thing. And then he joined the military. Now, he's jacked now. He's got some muscle. He was a wide receiver when he played here at Canfield. Now I think he can play linebacker now. But yeah, he's grown so much as a human being. He's the best brother ever. My other two brothers live in Florida. I don't get to see them very much, but when he comes in town, I have such a connection with him. He always congratulates me on every game, win, or anything. And when I got injured, he was the first person to text me. And it was 2 a.m. where he's at, and he texted me, hoping I was getting better. So, yeah, the military, I think that would be a way to go because the connection you get as well with those brothers there. But in the college way, I think there's also a lot of lessons to that if I were to play football in college. I see all these great athletes coming through college, and I think you also make a lot of friends, a lot of memories in college. And the football part of it is just more brotherhood, more friends. You make a whole nother team. And there's also downsides, like it's a different team. You don't know these people, but it's just a big brotherhood all over again.
DJ, I can't thank you enough. I got one more question. If you got a minute, I want to know about your role models, man. I'm sure you've named a few already that can be included. But for you, who has formed and shaped you into the great young man that you are today?
Yeah, first and foremost, I gotta say my mom. I mean, she's a single mother. She's raised me for pretty much all my life. Anytime I need anything, if I don't have a job, she'll give me money. If I'm hungry, she'll make me food. She'll do the little things like I'll wake up and she'll make breakfast. It's just those type of things that mom should do, and she does it. She goes the extra long way to do anything. And then definitely my brother who graduated from Canfield, who's in the military now, I was talking about. He's such a big role model to me because he had so much going for him. And then, like I said, he had a 6-figure job, and he just came home, Mom, I joined the military. And just for him to be able to do that just shows what type of man he is, and that he wants to serve his country, and that he wants to make a role model for himself and be such a big man and follow after a great grandpa. And also, I'd like to say my dad for sure, because he was in the Army. He had 2 deployments, and he missed one of my birthdays. And I remember it's on the news. He came back, and that was me holding his head because I was so tiny. But yeah, he's done everything for me too. It's the same way with my mom. He gives me money whenever I need it, if I do. I love to go visit him. He always treats me the best. He's never done anything to disappoint me or anything. I try my best to make him happy. Same with my mother. It's just those 3. They're big in my life right now.
DJ, that's an incredible story, incredible gratitude, obviously, that you show to everybody that's an impact or an influence in your life. We're so proud of you, man. You've come a long way, and you made it. And now you're a hero for all the little cards out there as well. So thank you for being that guy that everybody looks up to. Thank you for spending some time with us today and sharing your story. We appreciate you. And, hey, man, we're looking forward to all the great things that you're going to do in life. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So there you have it. DJ Erickson, absolute dog. And it's hard. It's hard to pinpoint, what's going to be a good interview in my eyes, and everybody thinks everything's different, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as they say, Anthony. Yeah. But when it comes to interviews, I thought that was pretty top notch. DJ Erickson, out of the park.
That was like the definition of a guy that has it together. Like he knows what, I know he hadn't narrowed down exactly but he has what he wants to do. Like he knows exactly what he wants, where he wants to go, what he values in life. I mean, a lot of kids that are in that age are still trying to figure out what their worldview is going to look like, what their values are going to look like. And there's nothing wrong with figuring that out when you're that age, but he is definitely ahead of the program because he knows exactly what his worldview is, and that shapes the decisions he makes and the leader he is. And I really like when I see kids that kind of understand at an early age what their values and worldview is going to look like. And he's got a really good one.
And I like the fact that, he shouts out mom, number one, which is what most boys do because we're all mama's boys deep down somewhere.
Amen.
But, talking about the single mom life and, giving money whenever he needs it, when he doesn't have a job or whatever, understanding that, the sacrifice of a parent, which you don't always get at 17, 18 years old when you have a teenager. Those are tough years for parents because teenagers seemingly know it all. Right. So kudos to DJ Erickson for being able to understand and, shouting out his mom and his dad and, and some of the great Cardinals that have come and trying to be a leader. Just a great kid, great young man. And mom, dad, and everybody should be proud of that young man because he's a dog on the field, but he is one of the most well-mannered human beings that I've ever encountered off of it. So, hey, mom and dad, this one's for you. Congratulations. Unbelievable job.
I also liked how he worded tackling people as putting them in the dirt. That's just a visceral description of of football. You're putting people in the dirt, man. I love it.
He didn't mince words, did he? I mean, he knew exactly what he wanted to say, and he went for it. And we had a Adam Christie interview right after that, which is another really good one. And we were at Giangelo's, and boy, Jason Vorshak made me work for my money last night. He made me. I got a lot of 3-word answers, and but it was good. These are so interesting. I don't want to say challenging. They can be challenging. They can also be very easy. Like there's times where you and I just turn the microphone on and we say who it is, what they do, and they run. Like tonight at Mineral Ridge, it'll be the easiest night of my week because I'll say, "Hey Andy, talk," and he'll go.
I love my country.
Yeah, it's what he's gonna say. It's a guarantee. I just have to kind of be there with the chair and the whip to be able to.
Hey.
Yeah. He knows that. He gets it. How about Shawnee Elwood here? One of the newest YSN guys, Sean Elwood. I like that he's got the Notre Dame. Graduate of Notre Dame University. I was going to say the Notre Dame University, but I don't think they do that. I think there's only – well, I'm trying to make it happen for Westminster. I keep saying the Westminster College. I'm trying to get that to catch. Not having much success. Not gonna lie to you. We're swinging a cold bat right now.
When watching that interview, I was just worried the internet was going to break because there were 2 DJs on the same stream. I was like, uh-oh.
I told you, he's got a sweet-ass name, man. It is weird because it's not one of those names, Anthony.
I know,
I don't get that very often.
Addressing like your own name to someone. You've done it before because you've interviewed DJ Ogilvy, of course. And is that the first DJ player you've done?
I think so.
I think so. I can't think of any other DJs that we've covered.
It's weird whenever you get another DJ because there's not, relatively speaking, there's not many of us out there, right? You either grow out of the DJ name and go back to, like mine would be Daniel, right? My dad was Dan. I'm DJ. It fits. It's fit my entire life. It gives me a reason I can wear this backwards baseball cap and feel good about it. If I'm Dan, we're here.
We're all straightened up.
But old DJ, we're swinging it backwards like Ken Griffey Jr. That's a great question. I don't know that I've ever done another interview.
I remember doing because Anthony. We haven't done a lot of Anthony's. I remember doing Anthony Cavetta from Jefferson last year. It's just weird, like almost talking to it feels like you're talking to yourself when you address. Hey, Anthony, what do you think about? It's not something you do often, so it is kind of it's one of those things that gets you a little bit off center when you're talking almost to someone with the same first name as you.
It is weird because I mean it's on our psyche that when we say that name, we draw attention to it. We are drawn to it because it's a response. If somebody says Anthony, you're gonna look, right? It's the old Andy Hake trick. Where he goes into a crowd of people, "Hey, sir," and every human being looks, "Sir" or "Ma'am." Everybody looks, and I love it. It's a trick. But like he does it everywhere we go, and it never gets old to me. I know it's like a 5-year-old like belly laugh, like stupid human trick, but like when he yells "Sir" or "Ma'am" in a crowd, and everybody looks. You just like you shrink. You just so when somebody says DJ, you look right. You look. That's why it's funny because when my wife who's watching this show, when people call her Yoke or Yokes, I'm not used to that. Like or Mrs. Yokley. Right. I'm not used to that either. That's still mom. You know what I mean? Like they say that, and I'm like, oh, whoa. We've been married 16 years, still not accustomed to it. That's Sarah Yokley. That's Sarah Yokley. That's S. Dot. It's it, but yours is more of a common name. Yeah. You've interviewed more than a few Anthony's. Well, you usually do girls' interviews anyway.
But but we like. It is a common name, but we haven't had a ton of Anthony's that have been standout athletes on YSN that we've interviewed. I mean,
Have
least
we
off
had
the top
more
of my head.
Anthony's? Have we had more Anthony's employed by YSN than interviewed by YSN?
Maybe that's true. Yeah, Anthony Romo. Right, and then
I feel bad. There's one out there. Well, we're just gonna stick with Romo for now because I know there's somebody that's saying, "Hey, guys, what about me? I worked for you."
sorry.
Just probably walked right into that one, didn't we? Walk right in. So thank you to DJ Erickson for I mean, I could have let him talk forever. It was great interviews. You just let him go, right? Except for the fact that there was two other Cardinals sitting right behind him.
Like, come on,
waiting for interviews.
Go.
I don't think they weren't like that. I think it was one of those situations like he was doing such a good job that it puts pressure on them.
Oh yeah, like we got to follow this.
Yeah. And then you had Tristan Miller at the end. He was the third interview that I did, and you could tell he was like, "Man, I should have got here 15 minutes earlier." It was just one of those situations. Again, tonight I will be at the Mineral Ridge Rams show. We'll be at the Post Office Pub. Also tonight, what else? Isn't there another? There's another show, right?
Yeah, Poland. I think Poland's tonight.
Poland's Wednesday.
Poland. Yeah, today is Wednesday.
Yeah. I'm telling myself.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. With Matt Romeo. He'll have some dogs on there.
Boy, oh boy, what a game that's going to be, dude. There's a lot of people talking about the 7th and 8th grade right now. Like they're excited about South Range playing Poland and Poland playing South Range, 7th and 8th grade. This is turning into quite the rivalry. And
we've talked about that 8th grade South Range team last week. What they did to Matt. I mean, I actually got a chance to catch some tape of them. Woo! That 8th grade team looks mighty good. They haven't lost like in their career. I don't think they lost last year, 7th graders either. So, and they don't look like they're fixing to lose anytime soon. So, it's going to be a real fun thing when that class comes up next year to see how they navigate the jump from middle school to high school.
I want to finish that thought, but also I want to make sure that we talk about a record broken, or at least not record broken, but a big achievement last night happened at the Thriller Dome. When you talk about these young men from South Range, this 8th grade class specifically, what's funny about winning, right, in just any point in life anymore, is that, and I compare it, I call it Patriot syndrome. And what that means, and what I mean by that, is when someone wins more than once, and then they win the second time, and then they keep winning, and they have a lot of success, people are more apt to just chop you down, right? They don't want to see you win anymore. It's like when the Patriots win, like when the Chiefs win, Yankees, the Braves when they were
Duke's
real hot.
Big on that.
Duke, you know, hey, listen, Ohio State.
There's a lot of people outside of the state that feel that way about the Buckeyes.
There's a lot of people in the state that
are annoyed by the Buckeyes.
All right, enough, man. I get it. Like it's one of those situations. Anytime there is a lot of success, there is someone, and this could be in your life, your job, your classroom, whatever it may be. There's someone that's going to just continue to chop down your tree, right? Just continue to hack at it, and they're going to do everything they can to stir you up, to set you off your game, because, and I know you've seen Air, right? The movie about Michael Jordan. Dude, still one of my favorite movies of all time.
So
because it based on a true story, obviously, of Michael Jordan and how Air Jordans came about. But there's the one speech in there is a speech that I think I'm going to just watch a million times and remember every word of it. Like the Al Pacino speech in Any Given Sunday. Because it's so true. And you can apply that to anything, because this is a world that's we're going to lift you up until we think that you had more success than you deserve. And then we're going to chop you down and give you a little bit of humble pie. Even if it's not on Thanksgiving, you're going to taste it. But it's up to you to continue to work through that. You know, people will help you on the way up. They will also help you on the way down.
Oh,
There is no
yes.
doubt about it. But it's a situation. You look at these 8th grade football players, 8th grade, like remind me again, 8th grade football players, and we're talking junk to them because they're successful. They've won a state championship a couple years ago as 6th graders, if I do recall. And now they're playing big teams in Massillon, and we're sitting there saying, "Oh, well, this will humble them." You're talking about children. Children. These are grown men.
Not even teenagers yet.
Grown men talking about children, and that, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't care if you've got a kid on the team or not. I don't care if and especially if you don't. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
What, like, take a break. Like, reevaluate your priorities in life. If that is what you're going to do, is you're going to just cut down on kids. And that's, Anthony, I'm not going to sit here and pat us on the back, but there's a lot of people that say we should be jumping into a lot of different topics that could get us a lot of different clicks, like some other podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
No thanks. No thanks.
Because to do it, we chop down kids. There's no way
We're
around
never going to do it.
We're never going to do it.
It's never going to happen because kids have this unbelievable window of opportunity that they get to be kids. And then they step outside. We talk about it all the time. You heard me ask DJ Erickson the question about what are you going to do when you grow up? The reality is when you grow up, life is going to hit you so hard like a freight train that it's going to shake you to your very core. And not to get into the Rocky speech, but it will keep you down if you let it. We're talking about 8th graders who just had one of the biggest games of their entire lives. And we're going to sit there and say, well, this will humble them. I hope they get humbled. Let's relax. Let's take it down a bit, right? It's a game. Like, it'll teach them about life on its own. But where are those people when they won the game? When they beat Massillon? You know? Massillon had to go through the handshakes and say, great game, great game, great game.
Right.
Where are those doubters? Where are those haters with that same attitude, that same BS attitude? This will humble them. Hey, who did it humble now, pal? Right? I hope keep your words soft and sweet, baby, because they got to be able to go down smooth. That humble pie sometimes get a little crusty. Bring some milk.
You need some milk.
Bring that 2% because you want it to go down real smooth.
Extra smooth, you know?
I don't know where we're at, you know, and obviously there's a lot going on right now in the world. There's a lot going on, but we should not be sitting there pointing out how 8th graders should be served up humble pie. And that's not just because it's South Range. I would say that for any, like, we've talked about sports in youth ages, and I'm living it right now. And boy, oh boy, intense.
Right.
Intense. Even fall baseball. Like getting a little bit. Let's take a breath, folks. Let's understand why we're here. Okay? Go get your snack at the snack bar.
The trouble with all the exposure and even 8th grade, you know, we're talking about 8th grade football and it gets on social media all the time. You can forget that these kids are in 8th grade because you're seeing them as much as you used to see college football players or pro football player, whatever it may be. And there's this illusion out there that because they're covered now and because they're on a stage or they have a little bit of limelight, that you can talk to them the same way or talk about them the same way that you would everyone else that has the limelight, everyone else that has the stage. The stages aren't equal. Like they're still, you can't break through that illusion and think that's because they have a stage or they're being talked about or they have, you know, social media posts about them, that all of a sudden they're not 8th graders anymore. They're not 12 years old. You can't take the kid gloves off, guys. Let's stop it. It's silly.
Well, and then you look at like what we do with the EOYFL, right? You do, and I'm not, you know, obviously we're not putting them on blast because we love the relationship and partnership that we have with them and all the teams in that league. But here's what I'll tell you is, yes, we make kids feel like they are superstars.
Yeah.
That's the goal. And You can go back to our very first day, our very first broadcast.
Yeah.
That was our intention from the very beginning. We're not here to break news necessarily, right? We get it. We see it. It doesn't mean we have to put it in black and white. We don't have to type up a story for it. We do stories. We do pictures. We do obviously the broadcast for these youth sports. We talk about Little League, baseball, softball, football, flag football. I mean, we've done basketball. We've seemingly every sport that we've done. High school, we've done at some point a youth partnership with a community. We want them to feel like they're stars. They should, because the ultimate goal of sports is to have participation. Right? Wrong.
Right. Absolutely.
So, like, who are we to step in and be like, "No, you're no good, man. Hey, Craig, you should go play checkers. Like, go get a job. You know, you're 7. Get your life together." Like, we're not gonna do that.
Sorry, Jimmy. Sprinkles are for winners.
Sprinkles are for winners, Jimmy, and pay your bills, dude. Pay your bills. Mom said you're slacking on the chores this week.
Then, back to your original point about winning and success, bringing people that want to chop you down. That comes from jealousy. We all know it. Jealousy is a real human emotion. And when people want to tear down the people that are up top, it's because they can't get up there. And it's a lot easier to tear them down to bring you to your level than to work hard and try to get to their level.
Yeah.
And I think when you see people that are treated like superstars, it just the natural reaction to some people is it spawns jealousy, unfortunately, whether you're talking about 8th graders, high schoolers. When you see someone that is getting a story written about them and they had a great game, there's going to always be that, well, why can't I get a story written about me? Yep. Where's my kid? It's just it's the unfortunate double-edged sword of exposure in the media. You're always going to have the jealousy factor pop up, and I really hope that we get away from that, especially when we're talking about, like you said, the youth sports, the Little League baseball and softball, the EOIFL, the 8th grade football, the 7th grade football. Like, jealousy should not come into a factor when we're talking about kids that are not young. It definitely shouldn't be there. It really shouldn't be in high school either. But I know it's just a part of life. But it's a shame to see.
It stinks to lose. We both know that, right? But you do a lot of losing in life. That's just how life works, right? Success is a very lonely roadmap, is what they always say. And you're going to pass a lot of bodies on that road as it continues to narrow as the years go on. What I'm going to tell you is nobody is sitting there, and we've talked about this before, and there have been others. Nobody is going to be out there waiting on your 7-year-old child or 4-year-old child or 8th grade child with a college scholarship or a potential invite to camp. It's not going to happen. It's just not. It's just not going to happen, because nowadays they want 19-year-olds in college. They don't even want 18-year-olds. They want 19-year-olds that have been through it. They go in the portal. They pluck them out one by one. It's just easier for them to do, and they're more mature. They don't have to babysit. And if you're sitting there as a parent right now thinking about your 17 or 18-year-old child that is about to go and embark into college, and you don't think that they need babysat, you are amongst the few. Because I guarantee you, every parent, even the ones that are the most confident that their kids are going to make the biggest impact at the next level as an 18, 19-year-old freshman in college, I will tell you, they still think about the day their kid stopped pooping their pants. There it is, right? We all see our kids as these little kids.
Right.
You see the commercials where the kid's, a baseball player and his mom's washing his clothes, but all she sees is this little guy with his hat on backwards, the eye black, the glove that's too big, the pants that are too big, the belt that's tied, that's holding everything together. I mean, most parents are very proud people, and they think that because their kid is excellent at a sport, that it gives them the right to act a certain way. I'm here to tell you that's hogwash. I loved last night talking. Now, I missed Z's game, and I'm not sitting there putting myself or my wife on a pedestal. But my favorite conversation with my wife is always, hey, how did Z do? And she'll tell me how every other kid did before we ever get to my son. and how proud she is of this kid because he couldn't hit a baseball and now he can. This kid because he couldn't catch a football and now he can. This kid because he made his first basket. Oh yeah, and he did what he did. Like it's the right way. She's way better than I am at that. I can tell you 100% certainty. But she makes me want to do that more because that's what we should be. We should be celebrating other people's kids in the way that we celebrate our own. You want to talk about humble pie? That's where we need to have more humility in how we talk about our kids. Listen, brag about your kid. Brag about if you're a coach, brag about your kid. Support them because you don't know when you're going to be the only person that's supporting them at the time or who's supporting them at the time. It's just crazy to me that you have grown men and women cutting down 8th graders and below, especially if you haven't crossed that high school threshold. And I know high school, they're still children, man. They're still kids. Think about all the mistakes that we've made in high school. The growth that happened from the day you walked into that place to the day you left.
Yes.
Stupid kids is what you are when you're in high school. I was one, Aunt, you were one, everybody's one. It's how you learn, though. And we're going to sit there and judge them as if they are making hundreds of thousands of dollars to throw a football or throw a baseball. Like they still giggle at fart jokes. I still do. They still laugh in class. They still laugh in class when somebody farts accidentally. Like it's a thing. Like I'm not saying that we have to necessarily lay off of them and we don't hold them accountable. I'm saying that we don't treat them and criticize them like they're Michael Jordan or Charles Barkley or Tom Brady. Like let's pump the brakes a little bit. Just a little bit. You can be proud. It doesn't give you the right to chop down somebody else's kid. Even if you're related to them. Hey, that's somebody else's kid. That ain't yours. Back it up, Chuck. Back it up. Beep, beep. Is that good enough? Did I tap dance?
I'm just trying to the uncle that's sitting there like, my nephew sucks. He needs to get
better. I am not getting him any presents for his birthday or Christmas until he hits way above 900. Way above.
Uncle Joe out there. This guy sucks.
This guy sucks. Go back to T-ball, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, go back to T-ball. You stink. The dad's just sitting there. Hey, Mike, is that your brother? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
He never had kids.
He's got 6 kids, actually.
He's got 6 kids. His kids never amounted to anything. He has no athletes.
It's tough, man. Tough world out there. And it gets tougher and tougher. I mean, social media has changed everything. You and I have talked about that. Without social media, there's no YSN. There's no doubt about it. True. Like, we don't have near the following. But, like... If you want to talk about politics, you want to talk about all this stuff that's going on in the world. Listen, I'm not going to get involved with it, especially in a public forum. But what I will tell you is, when you come at kids, I'm coming for you.
I'll get involved with it.
That's when this becomes a pipe bomb, right? That's when I get involved because you're not going to do that. We're not playing that game, and people are going to say, "Well, if it was Crestview, or if it was Columbiana, or if it was." Whatever, name a school X. You wouldn't be saying this. Oh, I would, and I have, and I will continue to do it. Like I'm not trying to intimidate you or shake anybody down. I'm just here to say, hey, let's think about this logically. You are essentially making fun of a child. Like, there's a lot of memes out there for you, cowboy. A lot of memes. And I don't think that the fall under grace, as they always talk about on Sundays, I don't think you're in that category. So
you need a hard look in the mirror and see what you actually look like. We talked about that a couple weeks ago when we were talking about putting a mirror in front of parents that are acting up at a game to see what they actually look like and be like, man, you're looking like a clown right now. That's what you're looking like. I think a lot of people need some mirrors.
Don't you wish that you could do that? We just change we go from the game to just the parent in the stands and just
turn the camera and be like, look at this guy.
we should do that commentating. Bad fan commentating. I bet that would sell like hotcakes. We just go to hey, we're gonna do this one time. If you know somebody that is an absolute terrible fan, send it our way, and we will go and we will do a broadcast specifically on them and the actions. Pete
I got some people in mind. No
Pete
names.
Sits down, and there he is. He's got his arm resting on his knee again, Anthony. And yep, he's standing up now. Oh, belittling a child again. There he goes.
Oh, the finger point. The finger point's there.
There it is. There's the finger
point. He turned his hat backwards. Doom. Now he means business. Oh, it's coming, guys. He's taking his jacket off. Coming down the bleachers.
No, he's just getting a snack. He is. His doctor just told him he's slightly obese, so he's going to have. He's going to have to get the sugar and the high blood pressure down.
And the wife told him. And the wife told him to go sit somewhere else. He is officially in the doghouse.
Well, he's going after M&Ms and Skittles. He officially does not want to live anymore. This is it. This is it for Pete.
This is it for Pete.
Oh boy! Clean up your act, Pete. Come on. My wife's laughing right now because I call people that I don't know Pete. Like I can't remember their name. I just say it's Pete. One guy in particular is Pete. I can never remember his name. I know his name very well. I've called it out. Pete, hey, Pete. I said, why is he looking? It's not his name.
Oh.
Got it.
Okay.
It's a wild world. It's a wild world. But let's get to the What's Your Spark presented by Joe Dickey Electric. They are everything electrical. Wait. Time out. We didn't get to Anna Toy.
Oh yeah. I thought that's how you started it because you said Thriller Dome, and I said, I bet he's going to bring up Anna Toy, and then it just got into this big tangent about
Welcome to the Thriller Dome. You were at the game last night, Anthony, when big things happened for Anna Toy. Yeah. Talk about it.
Let's talk about Anna Toy. 1,000 career digs, and what a great moment for her. Already got 1,000 career kills, now 1,000 career digs. Just a junior. And I've seen her go off a couple of times this year. She's in a different mode. We've seen her break the record for kills in a match earlier this season against Lakeview. That was a big time win for the Raiders. And the first time around, that was actually their first win over Lakeview in the NE8. And she's just hammering the ball. And she's so smart with where she can put it. You know, she can cut shots, she can go down the line, tip it over the block if the block's there. But I think a lot of people underestimate her defense. And 1,000 digs kind of solidifies that she's a well-rounded player that can go and play in the back row if you need her to, and she can be all 6 rotations, and you're never really thinking to yourself, man, Anna Toy's a liability there. She's not really, going to be a good spot for our team if she's back there. It's not one of those players. So 1,000 digs, I think, is important for a volleyball player to get if you want to kind of go to the next level and to talk to college coaches about how you can be a well-rounded volleyball player. You're not just a front row attacker. You're not just a strong hitter. You can be someone that can be relied on in the back row. You can be a full rotation player. So Anna Toy, that's a big milestone for her. Gary Leininger was there. So if you are a fan of South Range or Hubbard, you got plenty of Hubbard picks as well. You can go to YSN Smug Mug, and there are pictures for purchase there as well. So great job, Anna, and congratulations on that great milestone. And we can't wait to see you the rest of the year, probably at the YSN All-Star game. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And next year as a senior, that's going to be a real exciting season to see her go out with a swan song at South Range.
Let me ask you a question for all inquiring minds out there: is Anna Toy a front runner, perhaps, for the most valuable player of the the 2025 year?
I think it's a 2-horse race right now between Anna Toy and Laney Hour. They're both going at it, and they're both putting up monster numbers. Laney Hour had 31 kills last night against Brookfield. So those two are going right at it neck and neck. It's going to go down to the wire, and we'll have to dig into some numbers and some analytics on who should get that. But I think right now, probably a 2-horse race. Probably a 2-horse race between Laney Hour and Anna Toy when you're talking about MVP.
When you're talking about freshman of the year, anybody stand out in your mind?
There's a couple. There's a libero for Hubbard, Emma, and she's a really good defensive player that's come in as a freshman. Southern actually has a really good freshman that's leading them in kills right now. Going to be up for big dogs very soon, I think.
Like tonight?
No, maybe tonight. Kellogg, freshman for Southern, is going to be doing big things. There's a couple out there. There's a lot of sophomores, but freshmen, there are a couple making a name for themselves for freshman of the year.
I love it. I love talking volleyball with Coach Hartwig. Getting after it, pal. You're dominating. You're a Hall of Famer. There's no doubt in my mind. Hall of Famer.
Tell South Range. Maybe they'll put me in the Hall of Fame.
Congratulations, Anna Toy. We appreciate you. What an unbelievable career she's had. She's just getting started, folks. She's not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm going to give the spark. I'm going to use it as my spark. We'll get it here. It's the Joe Dickey Electric What's Your Spark? Presented by Joe Dickey Electric. They are everything electrical, and they can be found 24/7, 365 at DickeyElectric.com. All right, I'm going to go first because this is hilarious. If this is how I just went through my tangent. We were doing the Pete thing, and I'm like snapping my fingers and like keep in mind, on the other side of this camera are just glass. I'm in a fishbowl. Some dude thought I was like calling for him. He's walking towards like
Pete.
I think his name was Pete because he was just like he looked. I'm about to go back on the tape. He looked in, and I just kind of went like this, and he just walked away very slowly. That's how it backfires.
We need a studio cam that we can put up to see the we need like a camera set up outside of the studio. That way they can see the shenanigans that happen outside of the fishbowl.
I think I need to get that video from the Wardles because it'll happen. You'll see me like doing this, and then this guy just comes up and then just like looks and then just literally, and it was like this. Here, let me go full screen here so I can full effect. Just gone. Just like, can you imagine how excited? Like this guy's on TV. Oh, he's not talking to me.
Oh no. Get out.
What's that meme where the thing's like looking at you and like
oh, the monkey where
yeah,
the side eye kind of thing.
Side eye. That dude was the monkey with the side eye right there. And he just walked away into oblivion because he walked right out the door. What if he was like,
get out. In his head, it says panic mode, like get out. Go.
One shot at this. Blew it, Pete. You blew it, Pete. Stupid Pete. What's your spark, Val?
My spark, I always like to make sure that we get some shout outs to people that commit during this season because it is so hard to keep track of it because fall sports is such a hectic season. It's the one that we had the most sports that we're covering in one time because we had soccer, golf, tennis, volleyball, football. I don't think any other season has that many sports going on at once. So it's hard when people commit to kind of keep an eye on that and to give them their shout outs too. But we did see one, and it's on our Instagram story. Jaden Smith from Lisbon is officially committed to Geneva to be a Golden Tornado. So congratulations. She is going to be someone that definitely gets interviewed during the basketball season. We'll talk about that with her and what senior season is going to look like in a Blue Devil uniform. One of the best players in the EOAC, and I think one of the best point guards and guards in the area when you talk about people that can just score from anywhere. So definitely a big moment for her to verbally commit to to a college to play at the next level. And want to give congratulations to everyone out there. If you're committing and you miss it, make sure you let us know. We'd love to highlight people that make those verbal commitments.
We do love that, and naturally, it is a big deal. It's a big deal. We don't care D1, D2, D3, JUCO, NAIA. We don't care. It's a big deal in your life, so it's a big deal in our life. So, okay, congratulations. Congratulations. That's a big, big thing. Anthony, nice job pointing that out. That's huge. I think Owen Hill.
Owen Hill did commit. Yep. I saw that from Beaver Local. He sent us it. So props Owen Hill for actually sending it to us. Getting in our DMs.
It's gonna sound different. West Lib.
not OO, because West Liberty's in PA. So
West Lib. Yeah, I love it from a perspective of being able to just announce them when they want you to show up and do all that. That's overwhelming.
Signing days are hard because they happen right in the smack dab middle of the day.
That's
usually.
That's a rant for another day. All right. I think we've done enough damage today. If you're a parent or you're a Pete, clean your act up. Clean it up. Thanks to DJ Erickson for stopping by the other day, but thanks for him for allowing us some time to use his interview today. Thanks to you for tuning in. Thanks to our sponsors, our friends at Greenwood Chevrolet, as well as Toyota of Warren, and of course, Joe Dickey Electric, for their continued partnership and sponsorship of this show that is absolutely moronic. We have no idea why you watch, but we're sure as hell happy that you do. For the 8-time best-selling author, Grammy Award winner, world traveler, Emmy Award winner, Anthony Ronald Hartwig. My name is DJ Oakley. This has been YSN Live. Anthony, may the sports be with you.
And you, my friend.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.